Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your boy Cash, Creedy, Playmaker 250. Wildcard weekend. Ooh, lots to unpack there. Let's get it going. Creedy, take off.
Well, let's start with the Broncos game. We're going to start with the Broncos game. The Broncos came out in the first quarter. They came out like a bat out of hell. They came out there. They shot. They was ready. We said, "Oh my goodness, it may be an upset," and it didn't go quite that way. The Bills were just too much for them. They were overmatched. They were outplayed, and they was undergunned and outmanned. The Bills put them in their place, and you saw who was the higher seed. If you run Cook like they run Cook, they're going to be a tough team to beat. Mm-hmm. You have to give that guy at least 20 catches. You have to put him in your offense. The Bills have a very good defense. Josh Allen is he's probably the front runner for the MVP for a reason. They got good coaching staff. Playing in Buffalo, the Broncos were just they was outmatched. Could they have played better? Yes. If I'm not mistaken, Buffalo had 41 minutes of time. The Broncos just didn't show up. They were young. They will get better. We hope they get better. They got a young quarterback, a great coach, and the sky's the limit for them. What you guys think?
It was just a straight massacre. It wasn't really a competitive game at all.
Yeah, it could have been. A lot of drop passes. I mean, and it's football. It happens. A lot of drop passes.
I mean, you can say it could have been all you want, but when you look at the scoreboard, 31-7, that's not a competitive game.
Yes, but the scoreboard doesn't always tell the score of the game.
But the scoreboard tells you that was a blowout.
Yes, it does. but listen, we can make numbers say whatever we want to say.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
Listen,
it was competitive first half.
Man lie, but numbers don't.
Listen, numbers do lie. I can take numbers to say whatever I want to say.
Please tell me how numbers lie.
Numbers
don't lie.
Numbers can lie. I can put numbers to say whatever I want to say.
How can you put that number to say? How can you put 31-7 to say that that's a lie?
I didn't say they didn't lose. I said the numbers. I didn't say they didn't lose. I said the numbers. The game. That game wasn't annihilation from the start. I said they dropped passes.
Sir.
Let's change the teams. Let's just say Team A and Team B. If we didn't watch the game, this is why we watched the game, and I told you one team possessed the ball for 41 minutes, and the other team did not. I tell you, the one team was 1 out of 11 on third down. If I tell you that, and I tell you the other team was not, if I tell you the other team had almost 200 yards rushing and one team did not, you would say, well, good God, what was the final score?
No, you wouldn't. Because you're stating a bunch of useless stats.
Playmaker, take over. Take over.
If it's 31-7,
take over, Playmaker.
Once you see 31-7, are you really going to divulge in all the stats?
When you see the final box score, you're going to say blowout, yes. But it's the stuff that led to the blowout. Right. So I said, the first half was the only competitive half. It was literally 10-7.
Yeah, and then
that was a competitive half. Then it got out of hand.
But you can't do what he did. You have to tell the whole side. You're not going to go and tell somebody, oh, what if I tell you this team had 13 first downs, 2 for 9 on third down, 1 for 3, 224 total yards, 145 passing yards. Mm-hmm. Then you got to.
How many first downs did you say?
The Broncos had 13.
13 first downs?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty decent.
Mm-hmm. Bills had 26.
Mm-hmm.
Bills were 8 for 15 on third down efficiency, 2 for 2 on fourth down, 471 total yards. 261 passing yards, 210 rushing yards.
The team with the most yards, I would assume, won the game. I always go that way.
So numbers do what? So numbers what? The numbers I gave you.
You can make them.
That's what I just told this boy.
How are numbers lying though?
I said the numbers are telling you something that's totally different. Because you're saying to me, you can look like you lost your best friend and you checking the sky for terrorists all you want, but I'm telling you, you're making numbers. I can make numbers say what I want them to say. And then you just said I gave you useless stats. Those stats are reason. I didn't make them up. They're right there on your computer too.
Sir, How is what any of you said?
How many yards passing? How many yards passing did the Broncos have, sir?
145.
How many yards passing did Josh Allen have?
Passing yards 261.
Okay, is that a big difference? Look at those numbers. Is that a big, huge difference? For somebody to get annihilated, 31-7 is complete blowout. It wasn't close. Are those numbers telling you what happened?
They beat him in the rushing game.
Okay, so what was the discrepancy of rushing, sir?
79 to 210.
Okay, now if
How are you making the numbers jiggle? They're not jiggling. It still all lines up to the Bills winning.
it wasn't what. What I'm telling you is this, and we gonna move on. What I'm telling you is this: just like we said, the game was closer than what it looked. That's what we're saying.
Bro, listen. Unless you're talking to someone that's blind, you can't tell nobody that game was as close as it is.
Okay.
Only in the first half.
That's close.
But 18 minutes for time possession is wild.
That's what I'm telling you. If somebody possessed the ball for almost 41 minutes, it's supposed to be in the 50s and 60s.
Come on. In the NFL, you rarely see teams put that up. No.
Man, please, man. Next game.
How many teams put up 50 points this year?
Next game, sir.
I think there's a few 40s. I don't think about 50. I don't
Exactly.
think 50.
And I guarantee you, them teams that put up them 50-something points, they had the ball for about 40-something minutes, sir. Go on to the next game here. Let's go to the Houston Texans.
FPNL hates to be wrong.
Yeah, no, I ain't nothing wrong with me being wrong.
That game, guys, that Chargers game disappointed me a lot.
Now was that a blowout?
Yeah, it's the same thing. It was competitive the first half, 6-10, and then the Chargers.
Actually, it got competitive until the second half until he started throwing those interceptions.
Yeah, that's the picks.
It was a competitive game, but the final score says what?
32-12. A lot to not enough.
Okay. So was that a competitive game?
You can't throw 4 picks and win a game.
Exactly.
Only one team I've only seen 4. What was it?
If you throw 4
Jared
picks,
Goff?
well, you gonna
5
be
interceptions.
Yeah,
if you throw 4 interceptions, you
normally lose the game.
Yeah, you're gonna be in some trouble if you throw 4 picks.
Ooh,
you can't turn the ball over.
Yeah,
you cannot turn the ball over and expect to win the game.
Oh no.
You can't. You have to. You
That
can't.
game was a slaughter fest. They couldn't really establish to run this game. They tried. J.K. Dobbins, comeback player of the year. 9 for 26. He did okay, but when the game got kind of out of hand, the run game was thrown out the window. But Herbert, he went from gradually getting better in the regular season to this is the second time he's done this in the postseason, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Against my Jags, the comeback game,
Oh yeah.
I think it was 3 picks.
Yeah, he did.
Trevor Lawrence threw 4.
But at the same point in time,
3 and 3.
21-point lead.
Yeah.
But also, Houston had bulletin board material to go off of.
You think so?
Hell yeah, they did. Did you not hear what all the media was saying?
I don't remember.
Oh, it's gonna San Diego has a bye week. You didn't hear after the game, the head coach was like, yeah, how was that bye week? Everyone was like, yeah, the Chargers are just gonna go in there and steamroll them. But you don't give a team bulletin board material.
If you need bulletin board material, you shouldn't be there.
That's true.
Just the fact that that's your job to do, and you got a goal to get to that you set in May. If you need bulletin board material to get your motor running, you shouldn't be there, sir. You should, just because they're standing in front of you, that should be your motivation. Because you set a goal in May to get where? To New Orleans, right?
But at the same point in time,
To New Orleans, right?
you ain't gonna just sit down and let nobody. You're not gonna sit there.
It ain't what they call you. It's what you answer to. Your goal in May should be to get to New Orleans to hold that Lombardi. I don't care if they call you a monkey, they call you a donkey's uncle, or whatever they say. Your goal is Super Bowl. It should be there. So if you need that again, oh, he said this. Man, what you gonna do about that? You shouldn't be there. I want dogs. I don't want puppies. That's just me. That's just me.
That might have been the last game we saw Khalil Mack play. He's considering retirement, he says.
I think
He said he's going to talk to his family the offseason, but he says he's considering retirement.
I think after a game, when somebody has lost and they're disappointed, especially their competitor, that's going to be the first thing
He's
they're
had a
going to
good
say.
career.
I know he does.
Like 85 sacks for his career?
Yes, he does. And I think do I think he can continue playing? Absolutely. I think that just like Cash said, he may need to change the scenery. And
He took less money to stay.
I know. And so did
Him and
Bosa.
Bosa.
And Bosa, yes, absolutely. But let's just say he takes 1 year, $10 million to go to, let's say, Tampa, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you're at that end of when you're at the back end of your career, you really don't want to be.
He has 107 sacks.
But you really don't want to be on a
Hall
team
of Famer.
where you're not sure anymore. Like, are
You
they
mean
gonna have
winning?
a deep? Yeah, you're not really sure if they're gonna have deep runs anymore. Because again, if you're thinking about hanging it up, you're not looking like, damn, is this team really? No, you want to go to a team where it's like, shit, I need someone I know is gonna have a deep run and go somewhere.
But let's be real. In the AFC West where he's playing, there's going to be one team that you know that you ain't going to beat.
You gotta run through the Chargers.
You
bro.
got to go through the
Kansas City,
Chiefs.
baby.
You got to go through the Chiefs. You're going to dog walk the Raiders. Yeah, you're going to beat them. But your buck could stop with the Chiefs. So maybe he need to change the scenery. I think the man is a hell of a player. He can still play. He's a person that you are going. He's a problem.
Like I said, you give Sean Payton a wideout and a running back. The Chiefs gonna be in for some trouble.
Oh yeah.
Because that defense is really he built it. He has a nice defense.
I think the defensive line needs some.
Yeah,
size.
but that's what I'm
They
saying.
gotta get younger, man.
They need some size on there because they're too small.
If you let Sean Payton get that team to where the same way he had New Orleans, you can't really say KC can be a walk in the park for division champs. You can't say that.
Yes, I can, because will they be up and coming? Yes, but as long as you got Kermit slinging that ball and you got Spags and them boys, because players,
We don't know if
Players-
Spags is gonna stay.
he ain't going nowhere.
He was interviewing for head coaching jobs.
Yes, he gonna for courtesy he gonna listen to what they got to say. I'm not gonna say no. I don't want to hear nothing you
I
got to
think
say.
the thing about Spags is he's a great DC, but he's not a good head coach.
I think he would be.
Trash.
And plus, my thing is this: I would not leave Kansas City knowing that you next in line for that head coaching job right there, right? Because
You might
when
not get
we-
the same results.
I
Though.
thought it was gonna be Nagy.
Nagy had his shot, and Nagy is
Sucked.
not.
Trash.
He's
Now,
not
listen,
all that.
you have to remember something. Just because you're a great DC don't mean you can be a great head coach.
What wins championships, playmaker?
Defense always.
Okay,
So-
if you have a good defense and a good running game,
So why
what
was
are you
Spag?
gonna do?
Why did Spag when he? Why
You
did
can
he
get far.
Huh?
You can get far. He asked the question. If you have a good defense and good running, you can get far, but you're not going to win the Super Bowl.
But what I'm saying is, when Spags was a head coach, what happened to him?
Well, how far did he get?
He was over in New York, wasn't he?
I don't even think he made it to the playoffs.
I think if
Really?
I'm not mistaken, was it
See,
Spags in New York?
he got fired because he had a horrible record.
Because he had a horrible offensive coordinator.
What team did he coach?
Did he? Was he on the Giants?
No, I think it was the Rams, wasn't it?
I thought he was on the Giants. Hold on, I could be wrong. I thought Spags was with the Giants.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was with the Rams from 2009 to 2011, and then he was the interim head coach for the Giants.
Yeah, I know he's with the Giants. Yes, he took over the Giants. What was his record with the Rams?
Please, listen. When he was with St. Louis, he had a 10-38 record, and then when he was with the Giants, he was 1-3. So as a head coach, total,
He's
is
11-41.
exactly,
He's trash.
exactly.
Sir, an interim coach took over because somebody else got
Sir, we're
fired.
not talking about that. We're talking about his
11-41.
talking about his St. Louis record.
St. Louis record? Okay.
1-15, 7-9, 2-14.
4 Super Bowls though.
As a DC.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. Some guys are good in one aspect, not in all.
Okay.
Wow, that's wild.
I agree with you.
11
Listen. I
Like I
agree with you.
said, the numbers don't lie.
That's bad.
Yes, but he got 4 Super Bowls, right?
As a DC,
DC
Okay,
head
so
coach.
and his defenses do what?
They've won championships.
And just like I told you, listen.
but his defense didn't do anything when he was head coach.
He was still the head coach, right?
Listen, you're looking at the offensive record. Go look and see how the defense did, sir.
Not too well.
He can't do it all by himself. What you mean not too well,
If he even win 11 games as a head coach.
sir?
How's your defense doing well when you were 1-15?
If your offense how's Pittsburgh defense doing good because the offense just keep giving the ball, keep them on the field? Isn't that what you said when your defense get tired, sir?
But I also said Pittsburgh spent $140 million on the defense,
Yes.
and they didn't get rewarded for it.
Okay, so while Play Mike is doing that, let's look at the defense. You say he was was 2000 and what, sir? 2000 and what he was with the Rams?
2009.
2009 the Rams. Okay. Let's see.
His defense couldn't have been that good if you. He won 11 games as a head coach, man. 11. At one point, it was 16 games in the season for him. He squeezed out 11, and he's been in many. That's bad, man. That is not good. The Rams.
Okay,
It was
2009.
all in the Rams.
Okay,
Hold on.
the
Yeah,
Rams
entered him
scored
just for the Giants.
175 points, 10.9 per game.
That's what the defense allowed, or points per game. That's bad. I'm hoping that's points per game because defense allowed points per game on defense is 10.
Okay,
It's
2000,
tremendous. That's wild.
2009, they had Mark Bolger. They have Steven Jackson. Steven Jackson ran for 200 some yards. Okay. Donnie Avery, Keenan Burton. They had Randy McMichael, Little, Gibson, Clifton.
Michael from the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a throwback.
34 catches for 300 something yards. Yeah, that was a pretty bad team there. 1-15 in 2009.
That's what I'm saying, man. That your defense can't be good.
Uh-huh.
Look at the games. There you go. First game, they lost by 28. How many points they scored? 0. Second game, they lost 7-9. Third game, they lost 36-17. Fourth game, 35-0. Fifth game,
I got
38-10.
I got the rankings for that season right now.
What you got there for me?
Oh Lord. All right, so the best defense in that season was the Jets, of course.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
That's Rex.
he was the Rams coach, right?
Uh-huh.
So the Rams were allowing they were scraping about him 372 yards allowed per game, and they were fourth from last.
Let's move
That's
on.
not
please.
good.
Let's
That's
move
not
on,
good,
please.
man.
Like I said, sir.
That's not good.
Let's
It
move-
didn't.
The
That's
Rams
not
a
good,
terrible
man.
coach.
Yeah.
Okay, next year he was 79.
That's
And the
improvement.
year after that, he was 2-14.
And then he got fired.
And then he got fired.
So everybody can't be Bill Belichick or Mike Tomlin, sir. Even though that was
The man had an 11-41 record.
yeah. So
He should not get the head coaching
what
job.
was that? So what that mean that he just because he had a bad coaching spell he can't coach anymore? You don't believe in second chances?
Stop! Don't do that.
Oh, yeah, I'm asking you a question.
Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, no, yeah,
We're gonna keep it moving.
Yeah, we gonna keep it moving. Yeah. That's what I said. Everybody can't be Tomlin or Bill Belichick, sir.
Okay.
But moving on, we'll see.
We gonna do the Commanders Bucks game.
Bucks, yeah, go ahead, take off.
We did Chargers. All right, so Commanders Bucks. To me, that was probably the best game in the playoffs, guys.
Facts.
I enjoyed this game to the utmost because the Rookie of the Year showed up again. I'm worried because you can't keep your games can't keep coming down to the final drive. That's too close. It's too tight. You can't. I don't like games like that. I'd rather go up big and win big if I can. But every game, this last five. Every important game they've won this year came down to that last drive.
Yes.
Final touchdown, field goal. Their kicker is very OCD. That man was stressing me out. He was stressing me out. The man was adjusting his hair every he put the helmet on, take it off, did this, kept adjusting his hair.
Hey,
Something wrong with that man.
Keep
Lady
taking
Luck
it
is
off.
on their side tonight, man.
Keep kicking it.
Luck runs out eventually. You can't keep riding luck the second round of the postseason.
Yeah.
But I was very impressed by watching him play. He got lit up on one of those plays. I don't like how he got hit. I was not happy about that. The man was aerial after he hit.
Any hit you can walk away from is a good one.
Agreed. He ate it. But
ate it.
I don't like seeing my quarterback
Yeah,
take
you should take
blows
no
like
unnecessary
that.
punishment. Hey, facts about
I
that.
did not like it. Baker Mayfield's fumble was probably the reason they lost that game.
It's
It was very crucial.
Yeah.
Very crucial.
okay.
It
Yeah,
was very
it was.
crucial.
It didn't help him.
No,
but
it
I
did
can't
not.
say that was the main reason.
They can't go into the next week also not being able to run the ball.
Okay.
It was atrocious. 33 carries for 82 yards is wild.
Very.
That's not good. And then you got the team they played 25 for 101. That's you can't run the ball and you can't stop the run. It's not good.
Mm-hmm.
So in the next round, them boys show up and show out. Mike Evans smashed
Yes.
Marshawn Lattimore. Hey, y'all notice how Lattimore kept trying to tackle this man?
Yeah, he tried. Yeah. I didn't know
He was
that.
trying to hurt him.
He was, especially like folding his legs up. I saw that. But that's you got that come with it. Them two guys don't like each other, so that's.
Yeah, but don't hurt the man.
He listen. It's a grown man's play football, right?
Yeah, but you getting cooked don't hurt me. If you're getting cooked, don't hurt me. If you can't cover me, get off me.
Well, he listen. I didn't say I agree with what he was doing, but that goes with that's part of the game. That's with them two. You know, them two don't like each other, so they always going back and forth.
Fines, suspensions. Come on, man.
Listen, them boys, and they probably text each other after every damn game.
They go on vacation
on the field. On the field is business, but off, I guess I'm pretty sure they don't hate each other.
Nah.
My thing is this: we've been saying this ever since Kirk Cousins lit Tampa up for about 7 million yards. Tampa's defense don't make no adjustments. How many fourth downs and long did they say we're going for it because we don't respect them? And two of them was on the sideline, but everything else was in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Tampa can't stop anybody from exploring the middle of the field. That's what they do. Now, Mike Evans is unstoppable. You know he's going to get his.
Hall of Famer.
First ballot. Tampa is a little old. Their defense is getting old. I think Levante David may be gone after this year. They're gonna have to do some adjusting. They do. Baker played great this year, but that turnover was a that
was
it
crucial.
didn't cost them, but it didn't help them either.
It was crucial.
It was crucial, especially where they got. Washington was a better team, but one thing that Washington is doing, and they gonna have to. I think they should have stopped. I think you can't keep going for it on fourth downs and not taking those field goals.
3 for 5.
Yeah, man.
That's what makes next week's game so fun because none of those teams are gonna punt.
Man, you better get those 3 points. I mean, man, he got boulders. He ain't got balls. He got boulders. Man, because when they was down there on that drive before they fumbled and he went for it and then kicked the 3. Ooh, but hey. That's why they get paid the big bucks to make those decisions. Me, I'm a chicken. I'm kicking the 3. Give me the 3. I need them points in my back pocket.
Oh yeah.
I get them. Cash, what you think about this game? Anything? Any other final thoughts?
Nah.
Did this game turn out how we thought it was going to turn out?
This is the only competitive game over the weekend.
I think I picked the Commanders to win.
Everybody, we all picked the Commanders.
Yeah, nobody. It's like Baker's doing his thing, but nobody really trusted Tampa.
Yeah, and that division, I mean, you can't control what division you play in, but
you got to win.
Yeah, you got to win.
Only thing I have to say is I think the NFL needs to go the same way as the NBA and stop giving division leaders the home field advantage because there's no way the Vikings was on the road when they had a better record than Tampa. I don't think they should have been on the road.
No, I can't agree with you on that, sir. It's always been that way. You're trying
14 wins and you on the road.
But that's why I said
win your division and you won't go on the road. Win your division. Win it.
That's why I said I think the NFL should go the way like the NBA. You don't reward division winners with home court advantage when you have another team with a better record.
No. If you win your division, that is your reward.
So Tampa was 7-10.
I don't care what Tampa was. If you win your division, sir, you host a playoff game. That's the reward for it. If you're gonna change the rules, then let's change them all. Then don't make an exception because somebody else. It ain't never happened. Listen, win your division, and you won't have to worry about that. Point blank. You won't. Don't listen. Let's not baby and pacify these guys for losing. Yes, they had a better record, but they did not win their division. So you cheat on the road.
But it's wild though. It's not all the time. The team in your division wins one more game than you.
That's true.
That's wild.
Win your games. Win your games. So if whatever it takes for you to motivate them, if the coach got to make lies and put stuff on the bulletin board to get them going, do that. But you have to win your games.
They may never win 14 games ever again.
Then that means they're gonna be on the road forever again. Win your division and just win. Just like Al Davis used to say, just win,
baby.
And you won't have to worry about that. You will never have to worry about going on the road. Win. I don't care how good that team is in front of you. Beat them. Do your job, and you won't have to worry about it. That's it. Okay.
Packers Eagles.
Okay. Question. Jalen Hurts the way that he put up, the performance that he put up,
Garbage.
do you think that that's sustainable for the Eagles
Garbage.
to advance in the playoffs?
No.
Why not, sir?
Nah. That. They. Okay, you can run so much in the postseason, it'll get you somewhere. But at some point, your quarterback gotta make some plays. Now, I honestly think that he was rusty from being down for what he sat week 17.
I think it was
He missed one game. 3 weeks?
Was it 2 weeks? 2 weeks or 3 weeks?
He missed 2 games.
He was out. He had a concussion. Wasn't he in the concussion protocol?
Yeah.
2 weeks.
So he did not look like the Jalen Hurts that I know, the Jalen Hurts that I've seen.
Okay.
But all year long, though, it's been very suspect with the pass game with him. If you got one of your best players on the sideline reading the book, man, something's wrong. Something's really happened. I mean, he's trying to calm himself because he doesn't want to blow up. He doesn't want to be a problem because they were winning the game. They were up. Now, 13 for 21, unacceptable.
Yes.
Unacceptable. Greedy. Saquon only had a run of 17. That was the longest. So he was actually he if he didn't have that run of 17, he would have still been at 101, 102.
Yes.
Because he finished with 119.
Okay.
So he was still having a decent game.
Yeah.
But the first half, you were right. They were bottling him up. He couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Then the second half, he started hitting them holes a little harder,
Yeah.
and
So
everything started opening up a little bit more. That's why Jalen Hurts wasn't throwing the ball as much. But he can't. You can't. You got to give your boys the ball. AJ Brown, he had one catch?
One catch, sir. Yes, sir. One catch he had.
One. They won the game.
Mm-hmm.
If they lost that game, who are we blaming?
First you got to start with the head. It would have been Sirianni.
Uh-huh.
First would have been him. Then it trickles down to the quarterback. Then it trickles on down. But you got to start with the head coach because he's in charge. You're right. He has to do better. There's no excuse for this. Now, yes, he did have a concussion. Yes, he still sat out 2 weeks.
He didn't look good, man.
But he's still a pro. The offense, the game plan that they put together.
Trash.
But
Trash.
it ain't pretty, but they won.
We don't get to do
They
that.
play a better team that lose the game.
Yeah, exactly. You don't get to do that. You don't get to say, "Hey, I suck today, but I still came to work." No, sir.
People do it all the time.
Sir, that don't make it right.
People don't, but they do it all the
But
time.
you just
get away with it.
So you're saying you just said they won. That means that you're giving him a pass. So are you giving him a pass because he won? You're saying you can suck all day. You can do less than mediocrity because 131 yards is horrible, sir. They had 3 turnovers and Green Bay missed the field goal.
Yeah.
You're telling me with the best offensive line in the game,
That's wild.
the best running back in the game, 2 great receivers, and a defense that's top 3, it's okay for you to suck because we're a team and you got my back when they paid me all this money to help you win. Are you okay with that as a coach? Just yes or no. I don't want to hear no one they lost. Tell me you're okay with that as a team.
No, we're not gonna do that because when we do it to you, you
No. I just asked you a question. Is it yes or no?
We're not doing
yes
that.
or no?
We're not doing
okay,
that.
playmaker.
No, we're not doing that.
He had his haterade today. Yes or no, sir? Are you okay with somebody doing that?
I don't like it because
Okay.
when we were in the group chat texting,
Yes.
you said at the half they both had 100 and what?
108 yards passing.
Equal. And that means he only.
I thought you put that up.
No, that was him. Mm-hmm. He said, "Isn't that a coincidence? They got the same amount of passing yards right now by halftime." So, he 131 is what he finished with. 131. I mean, he didn't pass for another 50 yards after that.
He's okay with that as long as they win. That's what he said.
You don't see a quarterback play unless you're Baltimore and that you run for 350 yards on the team and you're up and you're winning. But they only had 169.
But the Eagles had control of the game from the opening break, though.
Yes.
It was 10-zip. It was no big lead.
But I
That's
said-
still
yes,
a ball game.
I
You
never-
can
and
one
what-
score
what-
can change everything.
But what did
A
I say?
field goal can change
I
everything.
said they had control of the game. I never said they were blowing them out. So if you have control of the game, you coach it differently.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
So question. Are you telling
I'm scoring
me
more points?
Exactly.
Not 22.
Exactly. Sir, you're the number 2 seed in NFC, correct? Number 2 seed, right?
Sir,
Are you telling
at the
me?
end of the day, did they win and are they moving on?
Just this. That's what I want to hear.
22 points not winning next week.
So listen. This is what we're saying.
But this week they won and
Listen,
moved on.
You played a bad team.
no. You played it exactly. You played a bad team, and if you had to score some points, you going home. You can't put up this type of thing. You see, if your goal is to win the Super Bowl, I'm not settling for this, especially with the money that you're getting paid.
No, hell no.
Now you just said, "Oh, Pittsburgh dumped all this money into the defense. They should be better." Well, what's the difference between them dumping all this money in their quarterback and he ain't being better?
Quarterback,
He
offense, wide receiver.
wins and losses go on the quarterback. So my question to you is, I know he won, but are you okay with 131 yards total when you had 108 and a half?
Unacceptable.
Thank you. Somebody get using some damn rationality here.
Unacceptable. I don't like
I'm not taking this because you practice how you play. That means he practiced like that.
That's bad.
Because I can guarantee you, if this was somebody else, they'll be dogging.
Yeah.
They've already bought in Saquon because they don't trust Jalen Hurts.
Take the ball to
Exactly.
If you don't trust him, why'd you give him that contract?
Because you had
gotta
to.
pay your quarterback.
You have to pay somebody.
But don't say you don't trust him when you just...
You don't trust him. That's why they bought in Saquon Barkley.
Philly fans don't like Jalen Hurts.
Man,
man.
you know
Philly
that, man.
fans don't like nobody.
Listen, Jalen Hurts.
Wait, let's be honest. Hold on.
Okay.
Outside of Iverson and Rocky, who else does Philly fans really like? Exactly.
They're like, oh.
Go ahead. They boo everyone.
They're like Charles for a while.
Who?
Charles Barkley.
They still booed him too.
Oh, that's
Yes, that's what their fans do. It ain't just Philly. It's
Philly.
everybody else.
But what I'm telling you, he said Philly fans don't like Hurts.
Yes.
Philly fans don't like no one.
Yes, but Hurts because they gave him reason to. You're a fan. You can boo and you can cheer. Listen. Lamar's my favorite quarterback.
Jesus.
But when he do crazy stuff, you know what I say? What is he doing? I boo too. Man, come on. Now you gotta do better than that. That play?
Shannon, it's Shannon and LeBron, and it's you and Lamar. Like, Jesus Christ.
That's right.
You know-
That's exactly what it's going to be. So, again, Mr. I'm okay with 131 yards. If he come with 131 yards against the Rams, is that going to be enough?
Again, I told you this the other day. I'm not going to play the odds game with you. We don't know.
That's what
How
that's
he
what
played this week, it did enough for him to win. They won this week.
Okay. Again, this week, wild card weekends are teams that should not be there or just barely got by. Are you okay with just getting by going into next week minus one of your best defensive players?
Sir, we've seen a lot of teams goof off in the wild card round. And
I don't care about a lot of teams.
And then they turn it up later.
I don't care about a lot of teams. I'm talking about these boys right now. We're talking about the Eagles. We're not talking about a lot of teams. I don't care what a lot of teams did. Do you
Okay,
think?
they won. Now, how they look next week, we'll see.
Okay.
If this was a glimpse of what I'm going to see next week,
Exactly. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to
But
hear.
we've all seen it that 1 week a team can be bad, and then the next week they turn it on.
And they can also turn it off and be going out of the playoffs.
yeah, but 100 and let's see that the thing that we're talking about him passing is not the first time we've had this conversation in the regular season.
I know, but obviously Hurts is doing something well.
No, he's
why
not.
they rewarded him with a contract.
Because we told you, you have to pay your quarterback.
We'll see
you
next
could
week.
have got anyone else. You
Yes,
didn't have to pay him.
Yes, you had to pay him. You had to pay
Well,
him.
okay, so if he sucks so bad, why'd you have to pay him that much money?
Because that's what the going rate is, sir. What you
What I'm
want
saying, you said he sucks.
He does.
So there's other quarterbacks they could have got. So why did they keep him if he sucked?
Because he's on the team. Because that's your guy. That's him. You drafted him. Unlike you, want to switch up everything. The person that's there, see what they got. You can't deem a guy trash after his first 2 years, like you did, Mr. Young, which I told you he wasn't a bust. See what the guy got. He's showing you that I am what you thought I am. That's why they brought in Saquon.
Yeah.
They take pressure off this guy. You said it yourself.
I mean, whoa, let's be honest.
He did play the Super Bowl.
But I know that.
Never
But
give him that.
who wouldn't have got Saquon?
It was 31 other teams
Dallas.
that didn't touch him, right?
Dallas.
Exactly.
Dallas.
Because the Eagles didn't let him walk through the door.
Dumbasses.
So this is my thing. Who was the first running back signed?
I don't know. Derek.
I don't know.
Your boy.
Derek wasn't the first signed. It was Saquon.
It was.
He was the first running back signed, sir.
Yeah.
He was.
The Eagles didn't let him out the door.
Exactly. So you're saying who would have that?
But what I'm saying, okay, the Eagles got him first.
Yes.
They interviewed him first, right?
Yes, they knew it. When they say they wasn't going to sign him, they stepped up. They knew what he could do.
But what I'm saying is, what other team in their right mind wouldn't have signed Saquon? The Eagles didn't give anyone a chance to get him.
Yeah, they could have. There was no line. There was no line for Saquon.
Whoa.
There was no line. Nobody lined up for him. The Eagles said once they found out, they said we gonna make sure that this don't happen. Because you know what? We don't trust our quarterback. There wasn't people saying, "Hey, Saquon, you want to come?" This no.
Okay, so even if the Eagles didn't have Saquon, who are they going to have as a running back?
They could have got you. Mean on their team or somebody free agent
on their team? Who else was there if they didn't get Saquon?
They got Gainwell, who's trash.
So why would you not go and get Barkley? If you can get him, why not go and get him?
Well, why not get Derrick Henry? Why not go get Zeke or go to anybody? They got.
Not everybody wants Derrick Henry, sir.
I bet you they do not. Sir, listen to what I'm telling you. They got a person who they played twice a year and they know that kills them. That's what they did. And it was a good doggone pick too. Because you know why? The guy that's taking the ball from the center needs the help. That's all we saying. We're not saying that he's a bust. We're saying with these numbers and how he's playing with the best football offensive line in football, with a top 5 defense and 2 of the best receivers in the league, if you can only put up 131 yards, then sir, then I guess that's all we can do. We're gonna give this ball to Saquon to the Quan come off the say. That's all I'm saying.
Houston, Dallas, and Chicago were trying to get Saquon.
They lined up for him?
Mm-hmm.
What they offered him?
I'm saying they're the ones that were interested first off the market, and then he made the decision to go to Eagles.
Okay.
Because the Eagles had, what was the teams?
Houston.
The Eagles are better team.
They got Joe Mixon.
What you mean before they got Joe Mixon?
When they let him go, like they tried to get him, but it was the money that they were trying to work.
I thought Saquon was the first back to sign.
Dallas, and then Chicago. That was the teams that was trying to get him over there.
Dallas, I didn't know Dallas tried to get him.
Me neither.
I didn't know Dallas tried to get him.
I had no idea.
I didn't know. I didn't hear anything about that.
He thinks everyone wants Deuce. No.
I bet you Pittsburgh won.
No.
Yeah. Okay, speaking of Pittsburgh.
No, we didn't do the Rams all the way.
We did the Rams. Okay, my bad.
The Pittsburgh. I need to get my popcorn ready for this conversation.
I got nothing to say.
Let's talk. No, we know that's okay. Because you didn't want to. Because you called it already. You said it was. What score did you say it was going to be?
35-10.
All right, let's talk about my boy Jetta getting locked up. The Rams game. I'll make it quick and brief.
No. We can go into it.
I'm very. What I'm learning about the Rams, you can never count them boys out.
They can turn it on and off.
I hate that McVay.
Yes.
And McVay's only using Puka. This is the last we're going to see of Cooper Kupp in LA.
I don't think so.
He caught one ball.
I know.
He caught one ball.
I know.
It wasn't a very important drive.
No. The reason why I said I don't think you can, because Cooper Kupp.
Remember we were talking about trading him earlier this year?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, they were. But now they realize they both take pressure off one another.
So when Puka was hurt the first 6 weeks.
They both were hurt, bro.
When Puka was hurt the first 6 weeks.
They didn't do nothing.
Puka was the first one hurt. What was Cooper Kupp?
Puka's the first one hurt. Cooper Kupp has been hurt since birth. That man's always hurt.
He is always hurt.
I was talking to start off the season.
No, but Cooper Kupp was always hurt,
when
bro.
Puka hurt his PC.
You're laughing because you know it's true. Am I lying?
He always hurt.
He might not be on the injury report, but he's hurt. But Cooper Kupp is hurt. Haven't you noticed? Every time Cooper Kupp gets hit really hard, they all run straight to him to check on him.
He might not be in injury report, but he's hurt. Don't do that man like that, bro.
It's not lying. It's not foul. It's true.
Yeah,
so
he
was hurt before the season started off rip.
Yes, bro. He always hurt.
Watch Cooper Kupp. Every time he get hit, bro, everyone looks at him.
They're praying he get up. That's why.
Yeah, he always hurt, sir.
Bro, he can get a little hit. He can get a little nick.
My point is still true. They were 1-4 to start the season, man. There was no Puka.
Yeah, but
1-4.
Yeah,
Puka comes back and what happens?
Puka
missed 6 weeks.
Again, the Rams started off really slow, just like the Bengals, but the Rams turned it up. And the Rams also had injuries.
The Bengals finished strong too.
They both finished strong. They both started winning at the end.
Yeah, he's a man there, brother. He's a man. All right, Puka's. They're not going to get rid of Cup.
Because they're going to trade that man.
They're not,
because
he takes pressure off of
yes and no.
They take pressure off one another.
We watch games with both of them not on the field together. Puka has had good games with no Cup. I didn't see that the other way around this year.
But you also got to remember, Cup is also older and more fragile.
That's my point.
But you're not going to
why not re-sign the young
respect it.
Why not re-sign the young?
You still have to respect Cup.
Man, Cup on the field getting cardio, bro. He caught one ball, one target. There wasn't rolling coverage on him.
But
you had one man on the whole game.
But we've seen it, though.
There wasn't no double like they did the Jetta.
Sir, you've seen it before. Cup would go one game with maybe the one catch, no catch, or whatever, and then the next game he just friggin' explode.
That's okay for a guy who won a Triple Crown? You think Jamar Chase going to have games like this next year? Do you think so?
I don't know.
That's my point. You can't go from winning the Triple Crown to now we're going to move on.
But I've said this before though. Once guys get the bag and get the ring,
Cup
they don't
like
play
that.
as hard no more.
I'm coming like that. If you want to say he's a porcelain dog, I'll give you that. But don't say he's not playing hard. Don't do that. Them boys practice 3 times a week, shoulder pads and all that. You think they're going to show up on the field and there's not too many Pickenses in the league, man.
Sir.
Because Pickens will practice hard, don't want to play, not run his routes.
Hey, you can't do a dog like that. Stop it.
I'm sorry, man. I'm keeping the buck with you. But Justin Jefferson disappointed me, man. The roll coverage, the double teaming, I did not like that. I didn't like how Sam Darnold played this game. Sam Darnold played scared. But who's not going to be scared when he gets sacked 6 times by half?
Yeah.
And then 9 times for entire 9. They tied the record, postseason record for most sacks with 9.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's the gross.
Yeah, that was very beastly, sir.
How can those 5 offensive linemen look at each other after the 6th at halftime? Mm-hmm. I'm slapping somebody. I'm telling somebody to tighten up. I'm yelling at the running back, chip him, help, something.
Yeah, that was pretty
bad, man.
It was. Sam,
so
he was holding the ball. I quite a few times I saw him. He was holding it for a while.
People can get open.
Yes, they could, but it was at that point. They got. To me, short passes are extensions of the running game. Correct.
Yes.
So they could have been checking, and at one point in time they was down by too much, and they had to try to score. The time wasn't on their side.
Yeah.
But they have to use Aaron Jones a little bit more, sir. I know he's always hurt too, but you got to give him the ball. You have to.
Yeah, 6
You have to take some of that, and they could have even, like you said, me and you were talking earlier, playmaker. They could have went to Hockenson a little bit more too. They did not. They didn't use him.
I blame Darnold for taking these stupid sacks. Mm-hmm. I blame the head coach for not adjusting the right way.
Yes.
And the defense tried.
Sir. Mm-hmm.
They tried, but every mistake that they made, the Vikings, they scored. They capitalized.
Yes, they did.
And that was a damn fumble. I don't give a damn what you said. That little nonsense Stafford did when he underarmed threw the ball towards Puka. Yeah. That's a damn fumble, man.
Yeah, that was a fumble, sir.
That's a fumble. That would probably changed the game a little bit.
I agree. It would have.
All right, no more of this garbage.
So wait. One last thing before we move on, sir. Do they bring Sam Darnold back?
I don't know. The rookie posted something on Twitter, and I don't get what he posted, but I think it was like the performance that he had on this big stage kind of moved that needle back up top because he was watching Sam Darnold. I never once saw this kid smile, give a high five to Sam. not one time on the sideline. Like this guy, the job was yours. You lost the job, then you're not gonna get it back. Mm-hmm. So either you trade the rookie or you pay him, because the rookie ready to play. Someone's gonna overpay him. Someone's gonna give Sam Darnold a bag. I don't know what team's gonna do it.
I don't think he'll get a bag. I think he'll get a 1-year rental, sir. But I don't know about a bag. When you say bag, what you mean? You mean
his regular season play? No, hell no.
You mean
his regular season play deserves him a bag.
Okay.
Postseason play, this lets the team know probably gonna get disappointed.
Okay. So question. Who out there? Which team that you can think of right off the top of your head, not bounding into a decision.
That needs a quarterback?
That needs a quarterback. That's one play quarterback away.
He'll go back to the Jets. No, one quarterback away?
A quarterback away.
Ooh.
So remember, when you go move on from a guy, you can't go back to him.
You can go back. Oh, yeah. He can go back to the Jets.
No, you cannot bring him back in that building, sir.
You can go back to the Jets.
No, you cannot. No, sir. Not only did you move on, but you packed his bags and shipped him out.
Hey,
So you gonna open up your doors and say, "Come on back home"?
sometimes you
Defense, yes.
Sometimes
Quarterback,
hey,
no
sometimes you
sir.
gotta be a bigger man and admit you made a mistake.
No sir. If you bring him back in there, you gonna make a mistake. You gonna make a bigger mistake, sir. Use the draft. We just had this conversation last week about them bringing old quarterbacks, thinking about what they did. He's shown you what he can do, right? If that's the case, you might as well stick with Aaron Rodgers.
No, can't.
Why?
Rodgers did not look good this year.
Rodgers look good in the playoffs.
This
though.
season, I'm gonna take Sam Darnold versus Aaron Rodgers right now. This season, the numbers. I'll bring Sam back to see, because remember when Sam was there, didn't have was Garrett Wilson there yet?
No.
So right now, see, when you surround him with talent, he looks better. You bring back Devonta Adams.
Wait a minute.
You
Sam
give-
was there. This is Garrett's second year.
Sam Darnold been out of the league.
Oh, 2 years. 2 years. Yeah.
He's
Aaron
gone
Rodgers
for-
got last year. I forgot.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers got hurt last year. Yeah. So he wasn't there.
Yeah.
My apologies.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
It's not going to work. Like you got to surround when you have to put talent around the man. Like the guy that Cash said is a bust. If they get a receiver, if T Higgins go over there, I'm just saying, if T Higgins go over there, oh my goodness.
In that division, in the NFC sucks, sir.
Y'all got at least a star receiver.
Yes, they do.
You know that, right?
Yes, they do.
Mike, Olave, London. They need someone over there, man.
Yes. And
They don't have no one.
I don't think Higgins is going to go there.
He gonna go. Who gonna pay him?
whoever got the money.
Yeah, and I think, or if he wants a ring, he'd probably take a pay cut to go somewhere.
You're not
Now,
gonna ring.
if
Why he's not gonna get a ring?
If he gonna get him, you want to get a stay. If he wants to ring,
yeah, if you want to ring, he better
stay.
stay.
Take less money.
He can go to KC.
They're not going to KC,
You don't know that.
sir. KC, okay.
KC doesn't have a wide receiver either.
KC don't have the money, sir.
Like I said, if he takes a pay cut.
Listen, he gonna have to pay for free. Kansas City has 5 people that they need to resign.
Okay.
If they don't resign these people, they got to bring in 5 new people who you still have to pay.
I really think I think Pat's going to restructure his deal again.
No. Pat gonna get paid
gotta re-up.
because he already took a pay cut.
Yeah, he got re-up.
Sir, Trey Smith, the right guard, has got to be paid. If you can move on for him, then move on. Nick Bolton, he has got to be paid.
gonna
The
tag
middle
him.
lane linebacker.
They're gonna tag him.
They have to pay him. They're
They're
going to
gonna tag
tag him or do whatever they have to do. One of their safeties is a free agent.
He can go.
And they have 3 receivers to resign already. Because Hopkins, Hollywood,
Oh yeah.
Hollywood's a free agent.
But isn't
Hopkins,
Hollywood hurt too?
he's always hurt.
He healthy now.
Hopkins,
He played from again.
and what you better do, you're going to have to bring in a receiver anyway. You might as well use a draft because they got my boy.
They're gonna be picking too low on the bottom to get a receiver.
But it's okay. This draft has a lot of receivers. What you gonna do with your boy?
They got Higgins.
No. Ain't nobody better
That's what
Higgins in the
I'm saying.
draft. What you gonna do with your boy when you go to court this year?
That's he gotta bring in Higgins. He gonna get suspended for at least 4 or 5, 6 games maybe.
If that.
That's a lot of games.
If that. It could be less.
No.
It could be less.
Reckless driving.
Yeah.
And you just got another.
Leaving the
You
scene
just
of
got another
accident.
dumbass. You just got another
Yeah.
dumbass in college that did the same thing that killed somebody.
Yeah, but
They're gonna start
wait,
coming down
but
these
did he
players.
kill anyone?
He could have.
But I'm saying,
They didn't.
That's 'cause he didn't,
Nobody died.
nobody.
No,
died.
it was. He left the scene and has
Yeah,
nothing in the car.
I get all that, but at the same point in time, he didn't kill anyone. So
He could have.
I know that. So because he didn't kill anyone, I think he's gonna get some games. But the 5, 6 that you're talking about, no, they probably hit him with probably 2 or 3.
No, he should be going to take his black behind to jail.
He should.
That's where he should be going.
But you and I both know athletes get.
No, money must be the money. He should be going to jail. If that was me or you, left, and then he didn't turn himself in, then they had to threaten him to turn himself in. He gonna turn himself when he want to.
Adrian
Left the
Peterson
scene of an
turned
accident,
himself in.
and somebody was hurt. Man, listen.
Exactly. He gonna pay legal fees. He's gonna pay medical fees.
Yeah, rookie. He on a rookie contract. He ain't got the money for that.
Yeah, and he
Medical. I mean, okay, he's on a rookie contract, but it's still enough to probably cover their medical.
He gonna
fees.
settle. He
no,
gonna
sir.
settle.
No.
He
The
gonna
people,
settle.
Let's. You know what? I like that. Let's look and see what his contract is. He was a first rounder, correct?
What was he?
Was he the first
I
rounder?
don't think so.
Let me see. Let me see what. Let's see why his contract. While we queuing
Why
up
can't I
the
remember
next
his damn
game.
name? Why am I having a blank right now? I can't remember his name.
Hold on a second here. Yeah, we have to see what's going on with this guy here. Because,
Yeah, he gonna get four to 5 games, maybe 6 for it. Ain't no way, because you got these kids doing the same dumb stuff over.
You know,
Rice.
kids doing anything.
Rice.
Yeah, Rush. Yeah,
They're doing
Rice.
that on their own.
Yeah.
They got.
Okay, didn't Jalen Carter do something stupid like that and he didn't get suspended?
He
was
yes,
racing,
he was racing in the
and
car.
he wrecked his car.
And yes, he raced the car.
And the person in the other car died.
No. That was one of the coaches. One of the coaches were in that when they were one of the coaches.
But Jalen Carter
he was racing with them, but he wasn't part of the accident.
I know that, but someone still died. Though.
Yes, but he wasn't in the car. He was in the
It was a second rounder.
yeah.
I know that, but what I'm saying is,
Okay.
someone died doing the stupidness, along with Jalen Carter.
And they sued the university and the coach
Exactly, but Jalen Carter didn't get any games,
because he didn't do anything.
He was
but he was in the car.
No, he wasn't in the car. I just told you he was in a separate car.
Another car.
He was
The
in
car that
a
got
separate
into the
car.
wreck wasn't
He
him.
wasn't in the car.
I know, but he was still involved with the race.
No, sir. If two people are racing and one person hits somebody else and get involved, he came back, and he said, "Yeah, I was racing. I wasn't the one that caused the wreck. I was just on the road, and I saw the wreck, and I came back. I'm here if you want to question me."
Well,
He
what
was
I'm
questioning.
saying is,
He wasn't involved.
the wreck happened because they were racing, right?
Not him. He didn't cause the accident, sir.
He was racing too, but
He was.
That's what I'm saying.
He was behind them, and he was in the road doing it, but he didn't have anything to do with it. Okay,
Sir, it's still.
if you caused the accident and you were a part of that accident, yes, but you don't go to jail or get charged just because you were going fast. If I'm the main one and I cut in front of you and then there's an accident, I caused that accident, yes, I have something to do with that if somebody is hurt or passes away. Yes. He was riding behind them, whatever it was. The wreck happened over there. He saw it. He busted a U-turn and came back and seen what had happened.
He was racing because the guy that died
He was racing.
was in the Ford Expedition and Carter was in the
Track. He was in the truck in the
Trackhawk.
Trackhawk. Yeah.
Yeah, they were racing. The guy was drunk and he hit someone. So what I'm saying is Carter was still doing something illegal.
Yeah, we didn't say but he wasn't the part of one that he wasn't.
I know he
part
wasn't
involved in the crash.
And the only
He
reason
was
why,
doing-
like I said,
we never said he wasn't doing nothing illegal.
exactly.
What we're saying, he wasn't a part of that, like the wreck that we're talking about right now with
He was in
Rice.
the Trackhawk. Yeah.
And then the kid I was talking about, the college kid that did what he did, they were involved and a part of the wreck.
So what you were saying is Carter was speeding. He deserved a ticket for speeding. Yes, but he wasn't. You're talking about a misdemeanor and a felony. That he wasn't. He shouldn't be charged for that. He had nothing to do with that. If you want to give him a ticket for speeding, give him two.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we're saying. That's what we said. We didn't say he was 100% innocent. He had nothing to do with that. He was on the road. He was speeding. He deserved a ticket. He turned around. He answered all the questions. He did not leave the scene. They say, "Okay, we got your information. We'll talk to you when you get ready."
Boom.
And that's what happened. That's what happened. Sir. That's what happened. That's all we said. That's it. We're not saying that the man is innocent. Your boy, the Chiefs have a lot to fill. They got some big shoes to fill.
They got it. They gonna figure it out.
They can use the draft.
It was fun.
What I would do, I would take that money and pay Pat, and I can get a receiver out of the draft. Who's to say that you go bring the Hickey machine over there, and he get hurt, and he out 7 games like he normally
He's
is?
always gonna get hurt.
So how?
But when he's on the field, what happens?
he's a problem.
That's what I need to see.
So you'll take that if?
Hey, listen, man. Hollywood was an if, and he became a big if, and they got him back now.
But look how much they paid him. You're talking about a total different price.
The pennies.
Exactly. Listen, for his little price, you can get him 2 of his contracts. Higgy is finna get big cheese from somebody. Me personally, I would pay Pat first and get that taken care of because before you get tires, get your engine in the car.
Oh yeah.
All right. Last but not least.
Oh, yeah.
Last but not least. Go ahead and you take it. You take the steak and potatoes. I'm gonna hit the dessert there, playmaker. Go ahead.
So, this game, I wanted it to be a better game than what it was. I was really disappointed in it. I wanted to be. All right, so the build up for it.
I'm sorry, sir. Which game were you speaking of?
Oh, the Baltimore Ravens Pittsburgh Steelers game.
Mm-hmm.
That wild card playoff game. Going into this game, I kept looking at the Pittsburgh Steelers side and what their formula to stop both Lamar and Derrick Henry. And they were adamant on stopping the run. Multiple players said the same thing. Multiple players. Everyone said the same thing. You're going to pick your poison between the two. I didn't see that game plan go into effect, not one iota, on Saturday. I didn't see no stopping Henry. I didn't see Lamar being slowed down. If Lamar wanted, he could have got a solid hundo on you guys. Clean, with no problem. The passing game was what it was. He didn't really need to pass the ball too much. But it happened. The boys had 50 for 299 as a team. The record was, I believe it's over 300. 300 for a tandem. Y'all couldn't run the ball at all. Pittsburgh, I saw Najee Harris running straight to the spinal cords of his offensive lineman. It was 11 for 29. Horrendous. But Baltimore does that. Pickens' balls dropped finally. He had 5 for 87.
Yes.
It was mediocre, but they needed a whole lot more from him this game. But 44. Your boy Zoe
Humphrey.
That man, I didn't think he still had it, but he looked decent yesterday. Oh, I'm sorry, on Saturday he looked decent.
He looked okay. Looked all
He
right.
looked decent. That game was disappointing. I thought it was gonna be a little better game than what it was. Cash, what you think?
I didn't watch the game.
I need, as a Steeler fan, I need your opinion on.
I don't have any opinions. I've said it repeatedly.
Oh God! Here
Don't-
you go.
don't do that,
Here
man.
you go.
For what?
Do you want some cheese to go with that wine, sir?
What? Dude, I said already. I called it out. Wait, flag on the plate. Did I not say last week I was not watching the game?
Just because
Did I not call it out?
But listen,
You gotta watch.
No, I know you don't. If
Yes,
you know the outcome.
Listen, but listen. If you want to get on this podcast
Sorry,
and get
yes,
your
yes,
opinion,
listen,
talk about it.
What I want? No.
There you go.
What I want?
Go ahead.
Have the same energy if you guys lose.
I do. We always
No, you don't.
When did you ever tell me, ask
When
me
his
about a
team
game?
when Lamar lose, do you hear from him? Keep it real.
On this podcast,
When
when
Lamar
you
lose,
ask me
you
a
hear
question,
from him.
I'll tell you.
No. We're not saying. When Lamar lose, do you hear from him?
Off camera before this, he will.
He disappears.
You have a track record.
You disappear.
He will weigh in. He tripping.
No.
Why are they running the ball?
I said, do you hear from him?
Hold on, let me finish. I'm going down the line.
I'm telling you.
He tripping. Why aren't they running the ball? What the hell is Harbaugh doing? What the hell? Then it'd be halftime. Game will probably not go towards where he wants it to go. Then I will proceed to probably text him, hit him up some kind of way to ask a few questions.
And you get no response.
He would be upset and stop watching the game.
I have to decompress.
or he'll just go to sleep and say, forget it.
Yeah, I have to decompress. Dude, today is Tuesday. You had 3 days to decompress. You had 3 days to decompress. Weigh in on this here.
So
I did not watch the game.
So you were decompressing before it even started.
Sir, if you go back and watch last week's episode,
I remember, bro. You gotta watch
I
it. We
said,
gotta talk about
no,
it.
I told you off rip I wasn't going to watch it.
So
I told you.
So basically, what you telling your fans is, if my team lose, don't ask me about it because I ain't gonna weigh in on it.
You wanted to watch the game off rip. When we were picking picks last week, you
Okay.
asked me. I said I'm not watching it.
Okay, so like we said, okay, the game did the game go
I was
any different than
disappointed.
you thought it was going to?
No, I called
So
it.
we all knew that the Ravens were a better team. They played better. I didn't expect them to have 2 first downs in the first half. I didn't expect 21-0 at it, but they did. In the second half, they put up 2 touchdowns. My thing is this. This is the same Steelers team that beat the Ravens that didn't allow a touchdown.
I also said they won that game
Okay.
because your field goal kicker missed the field
Oh,
goal.
the Tucker game.
Oh, yes.
That's what I told you. Tucker
But-
missed a few kicks.
But that's okay. But listen.
Oh, you're filleting Tucker. I
Yes,
remember that.
yes, that's his job. That's his job is to kick, and all he had to do was make one, and we were still in that game. But again, that's the same Pittsburgh team that won. Now they went into a slump. It happens. One team goes up, one team goes down. It happens every year. We see that
6 games, right?
in this division.
5.
This is
That's
in
14.
this division is the toughest division in football.
Yeah.
It is. You listen. The AFC North is the toughest division. Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Cincinnati, and Cleveland. Now Cleveland is always going to be toward the bottom, but
They got good
they
defense.
defense.
Yeah.
They come to hit. It's a smash mouth. You have to. I can't blame it all on the defense. The offense got 2 first downs. Baltimore defense is good, but we ain't the Madden All-Pro team, and that's what they did. Najee, just like you said, Najee had 17 yards rushing,
That's crazy.
six rushes for 17 yards.
That's wild, man.
That's not
But
that's not it.
Y'all run defense is stout, though. You know this.
Yeah, it is, but it's not that great.
Oh.
That's like what, less than 2 yards a carry, 2.8 yards a carry. They're better than that. And trust me, could it be the better team just played better? Everybody, oh, Tomlin this and Tomlin that, Tomlin this. It's the same dude, same team that beat us a few weeks before. Right? Same team. They just are in the slump right now.
How you game plan around the run and you don't even step not even close?
Listen,
Didn't Derrick Henry's both touchdowns were like long runs?
he had a 44-yarder
Jesus.
and a 44-yard. The man broke. They tried to tackle him. They tried to.
Lord.
But, sir, when you got that big old Florida boy running back there that's 240-something, and it's hard to tackle somebody that big in the cold. It's a reason why. There's a reason, sir. There's a reason why they brought him to Baltimore, to run the ball.
It's gross.
He needed to. That's what the game plan was, to run it. And it's going to be hard to beat them guys when they block it like that. The reason that it was like this, Baltimore normally they lead the league in penalties. They stopped making penalties. And they had two or three false starts. But Baltimore normally had 5 or 6 penalties. Holding. They did. A lot of people say, oh, well, y'all really got no chance because you ain't got Flowers. Flowers is okay.
You didn't need in this game.
But remember what I told you. Long as you got an 8, Deuce is listen, he's a beast back there. You're going to respect him. But remember, Baltimore led the league in rushing the last 3 years. And this is his first year on the team. He's definitely a problem. He's definitely a problem. And you're going to respect him. But that's what we need. We need somebody to take some of that pressure off Lamar. And he's doing his job.
What I do know, 8 ain't gonna be passing the ball only 21 times the next week.
Yes. I think he will. You know why? You know why? It's hard to throw the ball in the cold. It's gonna be 8 degrees.
He plays in the cold.
I know. I didn't say.
So does
You can't. 8 degrees. It's much easier to hand that ball off and play smash mouth football than to throw that. It's too many things got to happen.
he's going to pass the ball more than 21 times.
I'm telling you, he's not, sir.
Okay.
You
More or
stick
less.
to the game.
More or
plan.
less 21.
I say right at it. Not more. Right at it. You know why? Because if Deuce is running and getting this, moving the things, and he's doing this thing, you don't have to throw it. If you're getting 4 yards a carry, let's just say you do.
I want to bet this one.
I bet you'll never. Because it's going to be cold.
I know.
It's going to be very cold. I'm not saying it don't get cold in Baltimore. It's going to be 8 degrees. And up there in that cold, with that wind coming off that lake, and like Bourbon say, nobody circles the wagons like the Bills. When that air coming out there and it's blowing, and it's almost impossible to throw that ball, sir, this is a run the ball game.
Got a Sunday afternoon game too.
Yes, it started at 6. That means it ain't going to end until like 9 or 10. So it's going to be cold. It's going to be very cold, sir. And this is what playoff football is supposed to be. Right? This is what the Ravens geared to do. If you think about this, whichever team turns it over less should have the advantage. Now, last thing before we move on. The Dolphins play in the AFC East. defense is designed to stop the what? The run or the pass?
I don't know what the Dolphins are designed to do. I didn't see it.
The Bills. The Bills.
The Bills?
I'm sorry, the Bills.
The pass.
The Bills are designed to stop the pass. Excuse me, I said that wrong. They play against the Dolphins. The Dolphins are going to pass the ball. They play against the Jets. They bought Aaron Rodgers in to do what?
Pass. Because they didn't have a quarterback.
Yes.
But if they can get an inkling of the game plan Pittsburgh was supposed to implement and actually focus it and execute the right way,
sure.
Maybe it ain't gonna be no 299.
Sir,
it might be 205.
It's gonna be damn near the same thing. The only difference, yes, sir. When they came to Baltimore week 4, it was damn near 300. Listen,
was it?
In this cold, with this game on the line, don't forget, he ain't got to run for 300. But between him and 8, them boys get loose. You better have your track shoes. You better. And I'm not saying Josh can't run too. The same way that they was complaining about, oh, Josh receivers can't get open and this and that, there. I'm going to make them beat me. James Dalvin Cook is a Florida boy and he can run. But 200 pounds, running 20, 30 times in 8-degree weather, I like to see that, sir.
Okay. We shall see.
Mm-hmm. We're not going to get beat this time with our own game. Last year, AFC Championship against your boys, they outrushed them. It ain't going to be that way this year.
All right, divisional round.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, we're going on to the
picks.
For the picks. We're going on to our picks this week. Okay. Now, this week we got Kansas City and Houston. Let's start with them.
We ain't starting nothing. We know who's going to win this game.
No, but we got
we know who's going to win this game.
KC.
And if you go otherwise, I know it's hate, and I'm okay with that. I love hate. Let the guys start building up now.
Do it. Is it going to be a competitive game, or is it going to be a Beach Boys wipeout?
If Houston played the way they played at the beginning of the game this week, and my boys are coming back, my Pat and them boys are coming back healthier. 9-5 is back after resting for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's gonna be a problem.
So
that's gonna be a problem.
So too much to none, or
no? I don't want it to be another blowout weekend. I want these games to be at least a touchdown or a 3-point type thing. I want it to be a little close. I'd rather take low scoring than high scoring blowout. There's something close because I want some competitiveness this weekend because this is coming down, guys. There's 2, 4, 6, 8 teams left.
Mm-hmm.
Super Bowl's coming. I'm gonna cry come February. So I need some competition.
I think Houston don't have anything to lose. I think they're gonna come out and they're gonna bring everything, including the kitchen sink. They have to. They cannot go down. They cannot let Mahomes throw the ball down their throat.
He gonna do what he want.
I said, you can't stop him. I say, contain him.
Contain who, Pat?
Yes.
Contain what?
Contain the pass. Contain it. Listen, I'm not saying that he gonna have negative yards passing. I'm saying don't let him go out there and do a 475 and 5. That's what I'm saying.
It's very possible though.
And they can't keep turning the ball over no, it can't be turning the ball over like that. Now I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about Houston. Houston was a 3 seed for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So let that. No, they weren't a 3 seed. Houston, yeah, they was. They was the.
Yeah, they were
3 seed.
They were
yeah,
10-7.
Yeah, they were 3 seed. They're 3 seed for a reason. So they got to come out there and do the thing. Okay.
Commanders Lions.
Oof.
Lions.
That's gonna be a good one. I hear Montgomery's supposed to play.
Yes, he's playing. He's active. Now I'm conflicted between these two teams because I like the quarterback for the Commanders, and I like the offense for the Lions. And if I've been looking at what I've been looking at, and I've been telling you guys every game for the Commanders, it came down to one score or the final play. I'm worried more because the head coach for the Lions, he's a ballsy, gutsy kind of guy.
Yes, he is.
He likes to do a lot, and I don't want him to do a lot this game because the Rook will capitalize. Now the defense is beat up. Detroit Lions. Oh yeah, they're hurt.
But them boys, man.
No, the next man up is a thing for them. They really believe in that. The next man up is a thing for them. That's the thing.
Yes. Glenn got those boys playing.
But if you don't play smart football and you get this young buck the ball back, it's like every game since like week 8, I've been noticing he's been progressing. The best thing that what's the head coach for? The guy was the Dallas Cowboy DC. Now he's the head coach for
Quinn.
Ooh, man. You see how he got them boys playing? Now their defense, Commanders defense, they ain't no slouches now.
Yes, they're playing good.
They can fly to the ball.
I like that safety, Chin.
He's nice.
Yes, and Wagon. They got B Wags. B Wags still old, but he's still laying jokers out, man.
I'm calling Lions still in the game, even though I don't want them to win the game, but they're gonna win this game.
I think Stafford is more experienced, so he will. I'm sorry, Stafford. Goff. Excuse me, Goff. Goff is more experienced, so Goff is going to come out there and he's going to execute. He don't turn the ball over too much. If Jaden Daniels can come out there and not turn the ball over and keep it competitive, they got a shot.
That's true.
That's all you want. You don't like I say. We're not saying that he gonna come out there and destroy him, but if he come out there and don't turn the ball over, all you want is a chance to play.
We'll see.
And we that'll be good. Okay. Next one, sir.
Then it's the Rams Eagles.
Rams Eagles. That's what we got to say. Cash, you've been kind of quiet there, sir. You
think about the Steelers
season.
Yeah,
you still in your feelings. You'll be okay. put some duct tape and some alcohol on there. You'll be all right.
How you feel about the Rams Eagles game?
Rams and Eagles.
Like it?
Rams. If Jalen Hurts play like he did, it will be the Rams.
I was getting ready to say the same thing.
Listen, it's all up to him. So, again, we're gonna ask you again before we sign off. Are you okay with him doing 131 yards or doing just enough to get by, or you want him to do what you paid him to do?
He's gonna put up more yards this game, but I just like the Rams.
How is he gonna put up more yards against a better defense, sir?
Sir, we've seen it time and time again. Some quarterbacks just play down to the competition.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, all right. So,
but I think he's going to have a better game, but I'm still going with the Rams.
Yeah, they should. Sir, they're number 2 seed. They were number 2 seed for a reason. They earned the right to be at home. If you don't appreciate that, just keep doing what you're doing. He got to be held to the standard. Just like your boy Thomas say, the standard is a standard. You can't, no. He can't be doing that, sir. I'm not giving you that. No. He got to come out there and he got to do better. If he can't read simple defenses, if he can't do that, then put your boy in there. Put Pickett in there. Put Pickett in there. Put it in there.
Greedy said they can win with any quarterback.
Listen, you got Saquon in the defense. If you can't throw the ball to two of the best receivers in the game, why are you taking the snap, sir? Pickett will run.
He got the job.
He got the money. Listen. You took their money. Do your job. That's all I'm saying. Do your job. He didn't even care when he was bouncing the ball in dirt. He wasn't saying, "Oh man, I'm missing enough." He would just walk to the sideline like, "Hey, I listen I just came out of church. I'm walking in and thinking about what he gonna eat when he get out of the game."
Because you know how much he got in his.
Because he know he don't care.
He good.
Listen, I know he had a concussion. Yes, there's been plenty of people got concussions, but they still have a job to do.
Don't look good, man.
If you go out there and he gonna get another one because he ain't sliding, he's still falling forward head first. You don't learn. I guys got to learn to get down and protect themselves. That's what we're gonna have to do. But as long as I'm going with Eagles on this. As long as they got Saquon, and as long as that offensive line is leaning on them, they're going to be just fine.
I'm going Eagles myself.
Yeah, they're going to be fine, and they're going to win in spite of Jalen Hurts, not because of him.
I need you to tell me the score for the Ravens-Bills game.
Ravens-Bills?
I'm going Bills, of course.
24-17. Good guys.
24-17, heard him?
24-17. 24-17. Lamar, normally his normal 105. Deuce, 270.
What?
270. No, I'm sorry, 170. I'm sorry, my apologies. My apologies. My apologies.
Whoa.
My apologies.
Sir,
170.
You know, there's other guys that play defense in the field, sir.
Listen. They can stop. Listen. You. This man is a heat man. They GI Joes. You're not finna stop that man.
Disrespect 270.
I say not 270.
I know, but this the fact
170.
that you let it slip out your lips and it came out naturally.
So total,
you blinked
total rushing
for the game. Okay.
For everybody, 270 for us good guys. 170 for Deuce, 100 for Lamar. 2 touchdowns. 24-17. Good guys.
I heard it here first.
Mm-hmm. We
Cash,
get ready.
who you got, Cash?
I'm gonna go Bills 24-21.
Really? You got listen. I would do the same thing if they beat my boys. I'd go against them too.
Okay. All right.
We gonna see. It's gonna be the battle of the MVPs, and it's gonna be an MV3.
Nah, I think.
He already got it.
Nah, Lamar don't have it over Josh.
He's already got it. You want to bet?
Yeah,
he's already got it. He already got AP.
You don't win first team
and don't get it.
offense.
He got it.
Quarterback, and then you don't win MVP.
He already
Josh
got
was
it.
in second.
Yes.
I hate it, but he was right on that one.
Yeah. Listen. The reason being, man, you've never seen ever a person throw under 5 interceptions, 4,000 yards passing, almost damn near 1,000 rushing, almost not 1,000, almost.
Mm-hmm.
He got 5,000 yards of offense.
Yeah, he got it, man.
The third highest completion percentage in the history, and on top of that, he broke Vic record rushing, all-time rushing.
Oh yeah,
all in one season.
That was happening regardless.
Yes, we know what's gonna happen, but it just happened to be during this season.
I just want to see y'all go to the Super Bowl.
Listen, we got to beat the best.
Remember, I said go to, not win.
Listen,
That's what
I would like to see him go there too, but nobody gets you don't get credit for going. You got to win it. That's what it's about. That's what your goal is.
Yes, sir.
All right, fellas. Anything else we want to add before we sign out of here?
Miami Heat suck. Trade Jimmy, please.
Listen, they will do that. But that's going to be the topic of the next session. You know what it do.
I'm over it.
It's the pod. We appreciate y'all tuning in. You got Playmaker. You got Cash. He mad, but he still Cash. Greedy. 561. We do what we do, how we do it. We appreciate y'all. Hit the like and subscribe. We'll be back next time. We out.
Peace, guys.
You is, man.
It's okay. My team lost too.
Yeah.
My team never
listen,
got there.
My
Well,
team.
Swag on the play. I was never mad.
Yeah, you is, man. Well, you listen.
I didn't watch the game.
You were sitting there, boy. You was quiet like a mouse in church, boy.
I'm not mad.
You was.
Something like that too.
No.
I understand that
If I didn't watch the game, how can I talk?
Unless you can
Listen.
it's okay.
No, I didn't watch the game.
I get it.
Your job as an analyst is to observe.
Bullshit.
I didn't say watch the whole game.
Bullshit.
So if we
I
have something,
if I call
said
it out.